What's up?
Hey,
Just chopped my head off.
yeah, it's funny you mentioned Brian Balzano. I actually, he lives with me right now. We're roommates.
No way. Wow.
Yeah,
Ah,
so it's pretty cool. I got to watch his journey to do this show. It was incredible to watch his dedication for sure. It actually changed everything about my prep. So,
definitely,
yeah.
definitely. That is really, really cool. 'Cause I got to tell you, I've been a fan of his for a long time. I started interviewing him when I worked for RX Muscle, and such a hard worker. At the time, it was him and Justin Compton. They were like the biggest things in
Hmm.
sliced bread. You know what I mean? So he's a really, really good guy. And I've been in that gym many, many times. So an incredible
Yes,
facility.
yes.
So. So tell me a little bit about yourself. So you've served in the military and you've built a crazy physique, and you say you're in women's physique as well. So how did it all get started for you? How did you discover the iron game?
So actually, I was a distance runner and came from a small town where, lifting really wasn't a main goal for people there. But I met one of my friends and she was a runner and she lifted a little bit. So I started getting into fitness that way when I was 19. And then I moved up here to Columbus in 2014 and discovered lifting and just worked out with a couple of these older guys in LA Fitness and kind of fell in love with it. Just went from there, started working out at Metro in 2016. I met Mike Davies. Mika Schneider, she trains there, and I absolutely idolize that woman. And I saw the dedication she had to the gym and to women's physique. Her and Dana Bailey, they obviously, Dana's a idol for an inspiration for a lot of women in this sport, but they were kind of who drove my goals and my motivation towards lifting. And I built all this muscle because I wanted to be on stage, but I never wanted to wear those heels. So, women's physique for me was like the ultimate goal, just so I never had to wear heels on stage. Um, I'm actually still in the military. I serve in the Navy. I'm a Navy reservist. Have been for 5.5 years, and I've spent most of my time on active duty, deploying, and then doing schools. Spent 8 months overseas in the United Arab Emirates. It was an experience. Loved every minute of it. Probably going to be deploying again next year. I'm excited about it. I love deploying. It's an honor to serve this country and going to do my full 20. So I've got 14 and a half years left there. But
That's so cool. Thank you so much for keeping us safe. I often tell folks, I didn't serve, but I often tell folks, freedom isn't free, as I'm sure you know, and there's a lot of people around the world that would love nothing more than to hurt us. So y'all keep us safe, and we certainly appreciate that.
thank you. Thank you very much. It's a blessing to have that opportunity to serve our country. But yeah. Right now,
Definitely.
I'm in nursing school. So I was an engineer for 10 years, and last year during COVID, I quit my job and went back to school and started nursing school last August. I have 2 years left there and currently work in 4 different jobs, but I'm a little crazy. I decided to do a prep amongst all of that as well. So,
How do you stay motivated though? I mean, like you've got like four different jobs. You served in the military, and like I said, you have a great physique. You have a lot of muscle mass on you. You have low body fat, and like from the comments that I saw on the post, I mean, the post has only been up for like half an hour or something like that, but like
mm,
the people are like really inspired by you. But how do you? I mean, obviously you inspire everyone around you, but how do you stay motivated and not get overwhelmed by all your many obligations?
Um, so I actually sat down with my mom one night and I kind of had a little bit of a breakdown, like a month ago, because when someone asked me in the gym one night, like, asked that question, how do you do it all? Um, it made me stop to actually think about how I was doing it, and it freaked me out a little bit. But I just keep on moving. I have 8 siblings. 7 of them are younger than me, and every day I wake up wanting to be a better me and to give them something to look up to and something to be proud of. And for me, that's everything. I just want to be able to show my family, this is what you can accomplish with hard work and dedication, and always stay motivated. Keep your head down and just grind. And I have a great support system at Metro. Mike Davies is my coach. Him and his family, they're like family to me. And then Jessica Schrader, she also works at Metro, and a couple of other girls there that work there, Hallie, we support each other, and the atmosphere in Metro is all about just supporting each other and growing as a team and growing as a family. And I've been very blessed and fortunate to have them have my back. So honestly, my motivation and my daily goals, like, it comes from my support system, because they're every day just, hyping me up. Even George Brown. Right now, my training partner is George Brown. Love him. He's
The king.
fantastic. Yeah, he's gone this week, and it's hard without him. But every day we're in there grinding and getting our prep done and getting training in. And yeah, we've been each other's support system for about 2, 3 months now. And every day, cardio, twice a day, training, and it's great. So he keeps me on my toes, constantly telling me I better beat him. So
Absolutely. Because they often say that physique-based sports are a sport of one, but it's really not true, because
no,
you really need to have that support network, and you really need to have your camp, your corner, whatever you want to call it. It's really important. And so I'm really glad that you pointed, everyone out. And, it's one of those things where you really can't thank everyone. I'm sure there's always going to be someone that you might have forgotten, but I think you
yeah.
did a pretty good job there. And Mike Davies, I mean, that's a really, really big name. You know, it's funny though, because a lot of people, when they see the Arnold Classic, which is actually coming back to Columbus, they see the Arnold Classic and they're like, oh my gosh, Arnold does so much work. And really, honestly, Arnold doesn't really do anything. It's Bob Lorimer, it's Matt
Hmm.
Lors, and it's Mike Davies. Mike Davies does a ton of stuff,
Oh
for
yeah.
the Arnold Classic. And it's kind of like one of those things that it's like behind the scenes, but the people that know, they know. But he's an amazing coach. He's got these like sweat courses, and posing courses. And I challenge anyone that thinks they're in shape to go to one of those classes, because they're pretty intense.
He says I'm in shape, and then I step foot in that class, and I'm in the back corner using my inhaler, dying. So
That's crazy.
even
Yeah,
the people that think they're in shape, you do one of his classes, and you'll be in the back corner crying
definitely.
just a little bit.
No, for sure. And it's good though. I think it's good. I think it's a challenge is good. And at the end of the day, I mean, you get a great workout. I mean, honestly, let's be honest, like a great workout, the feeling after a great workout for anyone is
Mm.
fantastic. So when it comes to women's physique, like, why did you choose that division? Because, the ladies, you have so many to choose from. I mean, the men have three, but the ladies, I think, have like five or six, if I'm not mistaken, with wellness now, and you got fitness and
Right.
women's bodybuilding. Why did you pick women's physique?
Well, like I said earlier, I didn't want to wear heels on stage. That was the start of it. But I love building muscle. I love going in the gym and just grinding and being a dog and just lifting heavy weights. And that's how I started. Is I just started by, obviously don't start lifting 405 right off the bat, but I just love to have that goal and to go in the gym and crush the weights. And I got bigger and bigger and bigger. And at that point, it was like, well, I'm not going to lose muscle to compete. So if I have to grow my delts or grow my lats, I'm going to put in the work to do so, because I want to step on stage and be the very best that I can be. And I love that even though we have a lot of muscle as women physique competitors, we are still very feminine. And in the posing that we do, we still look feminine and get to do our makeup and our hair and the suits and everything. It's nice to be able to show people that, hey, yes, we are females with a lot of muscle, but we're still beautiful, we're still feminine, and we're still women. Because, I mean, we get a lot of hate for the muscle that we have. But that's what I love about it, is that, I have a lot of muscle, but I still get to rock it and be feminine on stage and show it off. It's a lot of work that goes into getting the defining of the muscles and all the aspects of everything and just the cardio. It's so much work. But at the end of the day, when you get that, 5, 10 minutes on stage, a lot of times less than that, it's worth it. It's worth every minute that you spent on a stair stepper for hours a day, or, eating cod every day for your entire 16-week prep. But it's worth it at the end.
Absolutely. So what are some goals you have for the future? What are some things you'd like to accomplish, maybe in 2021 or the next few years?
Mike and I talked about that today. Actually, we're going to do the Francois in July 17th here in Columbus, and then I'm going to also do the Ohio. It's the same weekend. I think it's going to be. Mike said it's going to be Friday of Arnold weekend this year, so that'll be kind of cool. Get to compete with all the people that are here for the Arnold, it'll be nice to do that. It's kind of makes it a little more exciting too. Then we're going to take an off season, and he said we're going to shoot for the Arnold Amateur next March. So that's big stuff. It's been a dream to compete on that stage, so I'm pretty pumped about that. So
Absolutely. And that, I tell you, the Arnold Amateur, you're up against competitors from all around the world. It's a fantastic venue.
yeah,
Arnold Classic, second biggest show in bodybuilding, the namesake Arnold Schwarzenegger. I mean, it's just, and there's just so much history in it. And that's why, also I'm so happy that it's back in Columbus this year. It was, you know, the Olympia can go to Miami, or excuse me, to Orlando. That's okay, but there's something about the Arnold and it being in Columbus, and just so much history there. That's where it belongs.
right. Yeah, I'm really happy that they decided to have it in Ohio. It brings a lot of amazing people to Columbus, and it's always interesting to see all the athletes that come in.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, where can friends and fans go to follow you? Obviously, Instagram or on Facebook, websites, anything like that?
Just Instagram and Facebook. Kelly Sue on Facebook, and then Carter Strong 128 here on Instagram. That's about it. I don't have websites and stuff like that.
Not yet, not yet.
No, not yet.
Right,
Maybe
for
one day. Not that cool yet, I guess.
Yeah, but you saw, I told you this would be a cakewalk, and it was great. You did a great
Yeah.
job, and I hope you do more. And I would like to see you do more media and do your, maybe do some Instagram lives. I mean, George is always doing Instagram lives. You can't shut
Oh
him up.
yeah.
It's awesome. I love him. He's
I
the king.
usually have to tell him to stop it so we can get our training done. So.
Yeah, he's the king with those abs. I mean, come on. It's like those abs are meant to be posed. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
absolutely.
Absolutely. But thank you so much for doing this. I appreciate it. And it was on one
Thank
day's
you.
notice. I was just like, hey, do you want to do this interview? We're like, hell, for sure, let's do it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I was nervous. Uh,
Yeah.
but it's good
But
to
it was a
step out of your
cakewalk.
comfort zone sometimes. So
For
thank
sure.
you. I really appreciate your
Absolutely.
time.
Absolutely. Thank you so very much for women's physique competitor and member of our proud United States military, Kelly Sue, Christian Duke, strengthaddicts.com. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.